Sometime during that night, I left my body.
For centuries, stories of souls, spirits, and the afterlife have been cast aside as nothing more than folklore. But what if these ancient tales have more truth than we thought? There are real encounters where ghosts and spirits are captured on camera, leaving behind undeniable proof. From shadowy figures over the body at accident scenes to misty apparitions moving, here are 16 chilling instances of souls leaving the body, captured in haunting detail. Number 16. A shadowy figure, the helicopter departure. In March of 2021, a tragic accident involving an American citizen led to a rush against time. The critically injured individual was rapidly airlifted to a hospital for immediate care. During the helicopter's departure, something eerie was caught on camera. An unexplained shadowy figure seemed to emerge from the helicopter as it took off. Moments after this event, the patient was sadly pronounced dead, leading many to wonder if this shadowy form was the person's spirit leaving their body. This incident sparked discussions among those who believe in supernatural occurrences, particularly during moments of intense trauma. There have been several accounts of shadowy figures or ghostly apparitions appearing during similar tragic events. Some researchers even propose that extreme emotional or physical pain can manifest in such mysterious forms. It's crucial to approach this story with a balanced view. Without concrete evidence or specific details, it's difficult to say for certain whether the figure was truly a spirit or simply a visual anomaly. Factors like lighting, camera angles, or even reflections could explain what was seen. If further documentation or reports emerge, they could shed more light on this strange occurrence and deepen our understanding of these unexplained phenomena. Number 15. The heroic rescue and a supernatural encounter. On November 21, 2020, a brave man was faced with an urgent, heartbreaking situation. A stray dog was struggling to stay afloat in the fast-moving river at a quarry site. Without hesitation, he attempted to save the helpless animal. As the man fought desperately against the strong currents, he was quickly overpowered. Despite his heroic efforts to save the dog, the powerful flow of the river, onlookers were left in shock, watching helplessly as the tragic scene unfolded. Among the crowd was a woman who, sensing the gravity of the situation, instinctively pulled out her phone and began recording. Little did she know that this footage would reveal something far beyond anyone's expectations. When she played back the video, she couldn't believe her eyes. Amid the swirling chaos of the river, a bright, white figure, unmistakably human-shaped, floated above the water. The woman was convinced that what she had captured on camera was the man's soul, leaving his body in those final moments. She swore that the footage was completely untouched and had not been tampered with in any way. It was an undeniable glimpse into the afterlife, a rare window into the moment a soul departs from this world. While this supernatural encounter was unfolding on camera, search and rescue teams were racing against time. The rescuers were finally able to retrieve the man from the river. After his courageous attempt to save the dog, the man became the third person to drown in this dangerous river. The haunting sight of the white silhouette, combined with the heartbreaking end to the rescue, left witnesses questioning the fragility of life and the mysteries after death. Number 14. White Orbs and Angels, a final farewell. In a heart-touching video from 2013 titled White Orbs and Angels, a Final Farewell, Janice Whitmer captured a moment that many believe reveals something otherworldly. Filmed in a Nashville, Tennessee hospital, Janice documented her mother's final moments before passing away at Baptist Hospital. In the video, mysterious white orbs can be seen hovering around Janice's unconscious mother. Janice firmly believes these orbs were angels, present to guide her mother's soul to the afterlife. What makes this video even more fascinating is the reaction it sparked online. Thousands of viewers supported Janice, with many sharing their own personal experiences of seeing similar occurrences when their loved ones passed. suggesting that working closely with life and death has made them more open to such supernatural events. The video has become a point of discussion for those who believe in the presence of angels during death. While some skeptics remain doubtful, others see this as undeniable evidence of souls being gently escorted out of their physical bodies by angels as they transition to the afterlife. Number 13. A mysterious soul captured fleeing after gunshot. In the chaos of city life, it's easy to miss the truly extraordinary. But this next video captures something completely unexpected and spine-chilling. It all begins with a street confrontation that quickly takes a deadly turn. A man, armed and dangerous, steps out of a black sedan in the middle of the road, sprinting toward a nearby group of people. His intentions are clear, and panic sets in as the group scatters in every direction. Sadly, one man is not fast enough. A gunshot rings out, and the bullet strikes him from behind, ending his life instantly. But just when you think the horror has reached its peak, something even stranger happens. As the killer makes his escape in the car, the camera picks up on something no one at the scene seemed to notice. A faint, translucent figure, almost like a shadow, begins to rise from the fallen man. The figure moves incredibly fast, shooting across the street in front of the camera. At first glance, it's nearly impossible to see, but when the footage is slowed down, the shape of a human form becomes unmistakable. It's eerie, almost as if this figure was the man's soul, leaving his body at the exact moment of death. Was this a rare glimpse of the supernatural, or just a trick of the light? In a city that never sleeps, it's moments like these that leave us questioning the boundary between life and what lies beyond. Number 12. Paranormal incident in Thailand. This chilling incident took place outside Pheban Songkram camp in Thailand and has captured the internet's attention. The story begins with a tragic accident. A speeding motorbike collides violently with a truck while trying to take a corner. The passengers on the motorbike were thrown off in an instant, leaving one victim lifeless on the road. Time seems to stop as chaos ensues. Something truly strange occurs. A shadowy figure, grainy and indistinct, appears above the motionless body. It hovers there, unmoving, as people rush to the scene to help the injured. This mysterious moment was caught on video and shared on YouTube by Sutanaraj Suwanatada on September 17, 2016. Within just 3 weeks, the video racked up a staggering 700,000 views, sparking widespread debate. However, the footage's authenticity has been hotly contested. Critics have called it a hoax, pointing to what they believe are poorly edited pixels that create the illusion of a spirit. Some viewers were even outraged, accusing the uploader of disrespecting the tragic event by altering the video. It's important to note that major news outlets and reputable sources have not confirmed the video's authenticity. Still, the footage has fascinated many, leaving people to wonder, was this a true glimpse of the paranormal or just a cleverly crafted illusion? Number 11. Soul leaving a woman's body in a haunted hospital. This spine-chilling footage shows a woman lying in a hospital bed, and while the video's quality isn't the greatest, it only adds to the eerie vibe. The exact origin of the clip is uncertain. Some say it's from India, while others believe it might come from elsewhere. But one thing everyone agrees on is how terrifying it is. What makes this video so unsettling is that many believe it captures the exact moment a woman's soul leaves her body. There's no scientific proof that souls exist, yet humanity has always held on to the belief that something lies beyond our physical existence. This video plays into that deeply rooted idea, taking viewers into a mysterious realm. As the camera rolls, the dimly lit hospital room sets a dark and creepy mood. Then, something incredible happens. A white, shadowy figure starts to emerge from the top of the woman's body. It's as if her very essence is slowly separating from her physical form. The figure becomes more defined, almost taking on a life of its own, before suddenly darting out of the room, disappearing without a trace. eyes. It's a startling moment that has left both believers and skeptics in heated debate since the video first surfaced in 2014. While some question the authenticity of the footage, dismissing it as a clever trick, others can't help but feel intrigued. Regardless of where you stand, this haunting clip forces us to confront one of life's greatest mysteries. What happens after we leave this world? Number 10. Soul leaving a patient's body. In this chilling clip, a young patient is seen lying in a hospital bed, surrounded by doctors working tirelessly to stabilize his condition. Relief fills the room as the heart monitor shows signs of recovery after successful resuscitation. But just when it seems like the worst is over, the steady rhythm of the monitor suddenly begins to falter. The seconds feel like an eternity as the sound of the heartbeat fades into a haunting flatline. Then, something truly astonishing happens. The camera captures a faint, translucent figure rising from the patient's body. The doctors spring into action once again, performing chest compressions in a desperate attempt to save him. But it's too late. The soul had already departed, and the patient was declared beyond saving. An eerie silence fills the room as the doctors come to terms with what has just happened. The camera, it seems, had recorded the very moment a soul left the body, an awe-inspiring and haunting glimpse into the mysterious transition between life and death. Number 9. Soul of an old man, gone in the night. Here's another chilling encounter caught on camera that will leave you questioning the unknown. This time, we step into Joe's bedroom, where in 2018, CCTV footage captured something truly mysterious. Joe, an elderly man, is seen fast asleep, completely unaware of what's about to unfold. His body is relaxed, and he appears to be in a deep, peaceful slumber. But then, something strange happens. A small white orb suddenly appears in the room. For years, orbs like these, especially white ones, have been associated with the supernatural, believed to represent spirits or energy. Some people use the terms orbs and souls interchangeably, but there's a key difference. Souls are thought to be the essence of human consciousness housed within the body, while orbs are considered life energy that surrounds and supports the soul. As the video continues, this white orb seems to emerge from Joe's body, and then more follow. The first orb is the most noticeable, but it's the subsequent ones that really make us wonder. Is Joe's life force gradually leaving his body? Could this be a visual representation of his energy slipping away into the unknown? This eerie footage leaves us with many questions about what happens when the physical body rests, and whether life itself transcends into something beyond. Number 8. Soul's departure after a tragic car crash. Sudden death is always tragic, but what happens afterward can sometimes blur the line between this world and the next. In this chilling video, the aftermath of a devastating car crash is captured in vivid detail. Emergency vehicles, with sirens blaring, light up the scene, while paramedics rush to do everything they can to save lives. Amidst the chaos, the lifeless body of the driver serves as a stark reminder of how fragile life really is. As the medics focus on their task, completely unaware of anything unusual, the camera records something truly unsettling. A dark, translucent figure begins to rise slowly from the driver's body. It hovers for a brief moment, almost as if saying a final farewell, before vanishing into thin air. This haunting image sparks profound questions. Was this the driver's soul departing? A moment where the spiritual world touches the physical one? Or could it simply be an illusion, perhaps a trick of light or a camera glitch coincidentally captured during such a poignant moment? Whether it's really a glimpse into the unknown or just a technical anomaly, it challenges us to think about the mysteries that surround life, death, and what might come after. Number 7. A soul's silent exit. In the final moments of life, when the body has given all it can, there's a profound stillness, a quiet transition as the soul prepares to move on. This next clip captures that very moment with chilling clarity. A man lies on his deathbed, taking what would be his last breath. Then something strange happens. A shadowy figure, barely visible, rises from his body. The dark silhouette standing out against the pale wall behind it drifts slowly upward, almost as if carried by the man's final breath. It hovers for a brief, solemn moment before vanishing into thin air. This haunting footage shows the soul's departure, so peaceful yet undeniably final. It marks the end of one life and the start of an entirely new journey, leaving us to reflect on the beauty and mystery of this timeless transition. Number 6. A homeless man's soul walking away. In a quiet, forgotten corner of Japan, far from the bustling streets and neon lights, lies a haunting story of a homeless man's final moments. This viral video captures a scene filled with both loneliness and mystery. The man, carrying only a small bag, slowly walks to a curb beneath a bridge. He lays down, seeking rest, and for a moment, everything feels still, almost as if time itself has paused. But then, something extraordinary unfolds. While his body remains motionless, a faint, ghostly figure begins to rise. It's barely visible, but there it is, his soul. The figure sits up for a moment, as if taking one last glimpse of the life it's leaving behind. Then, it stands, hovering over the body, before slowly walking away into the unknown. Before we move on, here's today's subscriber's pick. In a quiet village, an ordinary day turned into something unforgettable when a local school teacher suddenly collapsed on the playground. The beloved teacher had no prior health concerns, making his unexpected fall even more shocking. As concerned bystanders rushed to his aid, someone managed to capture an incredible, otherworldly moment on camera. In the footage, a faint, misty figure seems to rise from the teacher's body just moments after he collapsed. The eerie clip quickly went viral, leaving people across the internet wondering what had truly been caught on film. Was it a trick of the light, a strange camera glitch, or something far more mysterious? Paramedics arrived swiftly, but despite their best efforts, he was tragically pronounced dead at the scene. This surreal event has sparked a heated debate, with some suggesting it could be evidence of the soul leaving the body, while others argue it's simply a visual error. What do you believe? Did the camera capture something truly supernatural, or is there a more grounded explanation? Let us know in the comments section below. Number 5. Caught between worlds. The scene is pure chaos. A car accident has just occurred, and amid the wreckage, a man stands in shock, trying to process the disaster unfolding before him. As the camera rolls, capturing the aftermath, something creepy happens. A faint, shadowy figure emerges near the crumpled car, drifting aimlessly around the scene. Some believe this figure to be the soul of one of the victims, seemingly confused or perhaps unaware that its time on Earth has come to an end. It moves slowly, almost as if lost, hovering around the wreckage before it gradually fades away into nothing. This clip is haunting in its simplicity. If this shadowy figure is indeed a soul, it seems caught between two worlds, unwilling or unable to move on. It's a chilling reminder of how sudden and unpredictable the end of life can be, and how unprepared we might feel when it finally arrives. Whether you believe in the supernatural or not, this footage will leave you questioning the mysteries that lie just beyond the physical world. Number 4. Car crash at an intersection. This spine-chilling video captures the aftermath of a devastating car crash, leaving an intersection engulfed in chaos. The origin of the footage is unclear, but its contents are extraordinary. As the camera sweeps over the aftermath, the urgency is obvious. With a red ambulance on site, wrecked vehicles, and onlookers visibly shaken. The crash victim had been moved into the ambulance, where medics were working to save their life. However, just a few seconds into the video, something truly mysterious happened. Near the back of the ambulance, a shadowy figure begins to appear. This figure, human in shape but translucent and ghostly, hovers just above the ground near the victim's location. It looks almost like a man, ethereal and surreal, standing quietly by the ambulance, seemingly watching over the scene. Many viewers believe this moment captures the soul of the crash victim. The figure's presence is haunting, almost as if it's bidding a final farewell before crossing over. Number 3. An extraordinary encounter in the bedroom. In this next eerie video, the scene shifts to a quiet bedroom where two middle-aged individuals are sound asleep. One lies on a large bed, while another rests on a smaller bed nearby. For the first few minutes, everything seems peaceful, just two people lost in their dreams. But then, something truly bizarre happens. A pale, off-white figure, almost ghostly in appearance, floats into the room and begins hovering over the woman in the larger bed. It inches closer and eventually enters her body. The moment is unsettling, and just when you think it's over, the figure exits her body in the same way it entered, floating away as mysteriously as it arrived. The video is accompanied by a voiceover from the woman herself as she watches the CCTV footage from that night. Her voice, filled with distress, describes the experience of seeing what appears to be a spirit or entity moving in and out of her body. Some viewers who have seen the footage suggest that this could be an example of astral projection, a phenomenon where the soul temporarily leaves the body and then returns. Others believe this may have been a direct interaction with a supernatural entity. Whatever the case, it adds to the belief that souls do exist and can be observed leaving and re-entering bodies captured through cameras and other technology. Number 2. Spirit in a hospital. Hospitals have long been the setting for mysterious and supernatural stories, and one particular video from 2014 only adds to their mysterious reputation. In this footage, filmed in the quiet, deserted hallway of an Indian hospital at night, something truly strange happens. The scene begins with an unsettling stillness, with only one or two people asleep on the floor. The hospital's morgue is just down the hall, casting an ominous presence over the already spooky environment. As the video continues, something even more unsettling appears. A black, shadowy figure slowly materializes near the entrance of the morgue. The figure, shaped like a man, stands there for a moment before slowly starting to move down the hallway towards the sleeping individuals. As it gets closer, the figure becomes clearer, almost as if it's gaining more form. Then, just as quickly as it appeared, the figure zooms past the sleeping people at an incredible speed, disappearing into thin air without disturbing anyone. Many believe this shadowy figure was the soul of one of the deceased from the morgue, finally leaving its physical body behind. This theory resonates with numerous other stories about hospitals and their connection to the supernatural. Medical staff and patients alike have reported seeing ghostly apparitions and experiencing unexplainable phenomena in hospitals, places where life and death often exist side by side. This video also raises some intriguing questions. What would happen if one of the sleeping individuals had come into contact with the spirit? Encounters with spirits or entities from the afterlife tend to evoke different reactions from people. While some may feel fear or discomfort, others might experience a sense of calm or heightened awareness, sensing a spiritual presence. Beliefs about spirits and their interactions with the living vary greatly, influenced by culture and personal spiritual views. No matter the belief system, encounters with the supernatural often leave a lasting impression. Number 1. A mother's heartfelt encounter with her son's spirit. In a heartwarming yet eerie encounter, one woman believes she saw the spirit of her late son, Robbie. According to her account, she was casually watching TV with her daughter when her phone suddenly pinged with a notification from the security camera. It detected movement at the entryway of their home. Curious, the mother and daughter checked the footage, and to their astonishment, they saw a figure that closely resembled Robbie, who had tragically passed away in 2016 due to an accidental drug overdose. What makes this moment even more remarkable is that it happened in 2019, 3 years after Robbie's death. As more people reviewed the footage, many agreed that the figure strongly resembled Robbie, sparking intense discussions. This incident is one of many shared by grieving families who claim to have experienced visits from their departed loved ones. These moments, while deeply emotional, often provide comfort and a sense of connection to those left behind. Psychologists suggest that such experiences might be part of the grieving process, helping people cope with their loss. For some, this encounter was interpreted as Robbie's spirit making a visit, signaling that his soul had left the physical world but still remained connected to his family. Beliefs around these spirit sightings vary widely. Some see them as compelling evidence of an afterlife, while others remain skeptical, thinking they might be coincidences or tricks of the eye. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.